Hey y'all, welcome. It's Dr. King Day. Let's just take a minute and feel a feeling and think about all of the ways we can be of service to our communities. Because I think that is the true legacy of Dr. King, is that he worked in the community for the community, and people were very important to him. I'm going to pepper some of the songs this evening with some Dr. King quotes, some of the lesser known ones, but please keep in mind that I fully Googled this and you can do the same. Also, feel free to get on the YouTube or go to your Spotify. You can follow Dr. King. You can follow Malcolm X. You can follow oh God, I just forgot her name. Fannie Lou Hamer. There it is. And you can listen to these people from the before time talk to you. And there's something really beautiful and eloquent about their voices. So I challenge you, I encourage you, go check it out. We're going to start with a little Bob Dylan. Before we do that, first Dr. King quote of the night. Oh yes. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. That's from Letter from Birmingham City Jail, 1963. That's a book. You can go pick that up somewhere if you like. All right. Mm-hmm. Come gather around, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that it's soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone. All the times they are a-changing. Come writers and critics who prophesy with your pen, keep your eyes wide, 'cause the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheels still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now, he will let win. All the times they are a-changing. Senators and congressmen, please heed the call. Do not stand in the doorway, do not block up the hall, for he that gets hurt will be he that gets stalled. And the battle outside is raging, it'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls. All the times they are a-changing. Mothers and fathers throughout the land, oh, and don't criticize what you don't understand, for your sons and your daughters are beyond your command, and the old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new if you can lend a hand. All the times they are a-changing. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast, and the slow one now will later be last, and the present soon will later be past, and the order is rapidly fading. Well, you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone, and the loser now, he will let win. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls. Oh, you can't stop the future, for the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing. Almost perfect. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Whew. I really love y'all, and I really appreciate you taking your Monday, your day of service. I was an AmeriCorps member back in the day, and they told us, this is not a day off so much as a day on, a day for you to, if you do nothing but look inside yourself and think about how you can, as Dr. King urges us to meet fire and violence with soul power, with love. How can you show up and do that more in your life? I think it's rad. Anyway.
When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It's not raining anymore. Hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above rising waterline. 'Cause the sky is finally open and the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that you've always had a rainbow hanging over your head. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange, and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the bow, take off your coat, take a look around, 'cause the sky is finally open and the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that you've always had a rainbow hanging over your head. So tie up your bow, take off your coat, take a look around. Everything's alright now, 'cause the sky is finally open and the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that you've always had a rainbow hanging over your head. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I love that song so much. Oh yeah, that's that Casey Musgraves. That tune is called Rainbow. Please get after it. Hello, Charles. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Tess. Hello, Dave. Hello, Joe. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Kristen. It's so good to see you all. Thank you for sharing your Monday with me, with us here at Emergency Bandcast System. My name is Stephanie Ann Johnson, and you are so special to me. So thank you for for being here. All right, let's get this next Dr. King quote. All right. We must be concerned not merely about who murdered them, but about the system, the way of life, the philosophy which produced the murderers. And that was the eulogy for martyred children in 1963. There is an HBO documentary called Four Little Girls that is about just that time. So I really encourage you to go check that out if HBO Max is your thing, THANG, if it's your thing. But, find a homie to sit with and get some tissue because it's very sad. But, nothing can be changed, as James Baldwin tells us, nothing can be changed until it is faced. So sometimes we gotta face the hard stuff to get to the good stuff. All right. So speaking of James Baldwin, I'm gonna play you this tune I wrote with the Bushwick Book Club up in Seattle, a splinter from the New York chapter. And these wonderful folks, Jeff and Nate specifically, had me out a couple of times. And the first time it was the James Baldwin night, and the book is called Another Country. And this song, I was really stuck on the interracial couple in the very beginning of the book, because I had a long history of white booze, and some of the stuff that he was talking about was stuff that I had lived through that I never wrote about. Really, I think because I was probably scared. But let's do it. This tune is called Try to Be True, because a lot of us call ourselves saving others, by not telling them the truth. And lying doesn't ever have as much love in it as we think.
You saw me on the scene. You were anxious for loving back before I turned mean. Old enough to know better, young enough to try. Just a worn white girl and her young black guy. Just a piece of a life, all the things we do to our dearest of lovers when we try to be true. Me and you go walking down the street. I see them staring, but you don't believe. Me and you go walking, careful not to touch. Both so anxious for loving, but the urge ain't enough. Just a piece of a life, all the things we do to our dearest of lovers when we try to be true. Looking at the world from my window sill, you still. Friends try to love me, they don't understand just the pain in the heart of a young black man. Just a piece of a life, all the things we do to our dearest of lovers when we try to be true. Take a piece of a life, all the things we do to our dearest of lovers when we try to be true.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Mom. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, that tune is called Try to Be True, and I almost break my own heart every time I sing it. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me week after week and making sure that I still get to do very cool stuff like this. So I was on the Spotify today listening to Dr. King so that I could really enjoy the majesty of his voice. And again, the eloquence. It's really wonderful to revisit. It's really wonderful to be touched really by his words. Thank you, Melanie, and thank you, Charles. Yeah. In one of his last speeches, he quotes this tune, which of course made me go look for the Moses Hogan version. Moses Hogan is was an incredible pianist and a choral arranger. So if you like singing, go follow Moses Hogan, because this is taken really off of his version. I heard it a little while ago, and it made me want to play it. And it also made me think of Nicole Greenidge Joseph. If by some miracle you're watching, I love you and your little family. Oh my goodness.
Come on, walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Gonna walk and never tire. Walk and never tire. Walk and never tire. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Gonna sing and never tire. Sing and never tire. Sing and never tire. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Gonna shout and never tire. Shout Don't you get weary. Sing together, children. Don't you get weary. Shout together, children. Don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that felt so good. But yeah, for me, a lot of the ways that I first heard Negro spirituals was through the classical lens. Because if you look at the history of the Black church in America, they were really responsible for holding a lot of Black culture, Black music specifically. So yes, check that out. Again, Moses Hogan was the human eye. His arrangement is really, really good, if that's your feeling. Time for another Dr. King quote. Okay. True compassion is more than flinging a coin to a beggar. It comes to see that an edifice which produces beggars needs restructuring. That's from Beyond Vietnam, 1967. You know, when Dr. King, when he started progressing from just talking about civil rights to talking about workers' rights and talking so much about being against the Vietnam War, that is actually when he was murdered, assassinated, murdered, killed. All right, feelings. All right. This tune I wrote when I was down in Ashland, Oregon, working with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and Philando Castile had just been killed, and I was watching the news in my little apartment, and one of the children that worked at that went to the school he worked at, the news people had said all the children had made cards for him. And one of the kids, their card said, you have rainbows in your heart, which, you know, because I feel a way about children and babies in general, it just destroyed my heart. And I wrote this song about it. And I also don't play it often because it's a little painful to play, but it's also as hopeful as I could make it. So this tune is called Rainbows in Your Heart.
May not have the fame, may not have the kind of power that some can claim. If you reach for something, then at least you'll have a start, and you have rainbows in your heart. May not have enough to eat. You may be poor in soul. May not have the education, or you may not reach your goals. If we reach for something, then at least we'll have a start, and we'll have rainbows in our hearts. What will we tell the children of the things we say and do? I'd rather tell them that we knew. I see your colors, oh, oh, and I recognize the glory of your animation and the love that's in your eyes. If we reach for something, then at least we'll have a start, and we'll have rainbows in our hearts, and we'll have rainbows in our hearts.
Oh, all my feelings. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Melanie. I'm so glad that you feel that. For me, I mean, I think a rainbow means so many things to so many people. You know, for the LGBTQ community, it really means, standing in who you are and having pride in yourself. For a lot of Christians, it means hope, For some of our secular siblings, it may just mean that the rain has stopped. The rain has stopped. Bless the ancestors, right? So I feel so, special to be in a canon with writers who write about rainbows and do it in ways that are moving. So thank you for telling me that, Melanie. Hello, Kendon. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Charles. It's good to see you. Cindy and Charles have been following me doing music for a little while, and they were some of the folks that sent us in pictures of them and their youngins for us to share in our video for Naturally. So please go check that out. And hopefully we'll be doing more stuff like that in the future, because I love to play music. The High Dogs, we love to play music, and we love to get you involved. So yeah, another Dr. King quote. All right. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. So the purpose of education, 1947. Check that out, really, because why we're educated, it is important, finding your why. Some of the fitness people I follow, that's what they say. Find your why and then show up every day. And, think about your mental fitness and think about, your anti-Blackness, your anti-racism work that you do with yourself. That's a muscle. So I really encourage you to work out. All right. What's this next song? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, this is a groove. Okay. So here's another song that I wrote with those folks down there at the Bushwick Book Club. This was the Shakespeare one. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Tiffany. This is the Shakespeare one that they did. And so, people came in with their songs about, Henry V or Romeo and Juliet and such. And I was like, I'll do the Dark Lady sonnets. I'll do that. So it's Shakespeare had a grouping of sonnets that were about some mysterious, Black lady with wiry hair who he was just really enamored of. So check that out. So this song is called Trying to Get Next to You. I pieced together the words for this from looking over those sonnets and rereading them. So I encourage you, go check that out.
Oh, now I surrender. Give me your lips to kiss. Give me sweet capitulation. I love when you give in. Don't you know love makes us crazy? We see it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you, yeah. She ain't no goddess, her feet is on the ground. You know I'd rather hear her voice than any other sound. Don't you know love makes us crazy? We see it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you, yeah. Just to follow you around, watching everything you do. Smooth black skin, dark brown eyes, something you do to me, girl, it's true, 'cause I feel crazy. I feel it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you, yeah. Oh, now I remember back in the day, those used to say that you ain't pretty enough for her. You know they lied. Don't you know love makes us crazy? I see it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you, yeah. Just to follow you around, watching everything you do. Smooth black skin, dark brown eyes, something you do to me, girl, it's you, 'cause I feel crazy. I feel it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you, yeah. 'Cause I feel crazy. I feel it every day. I must have lost my mind, 'cause I'm trying to get next to you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that you think that this is fun, Charles. I'm glad, because this is fun for me too. I really love getting to mix in some writing that I've done with some of the writings of others, and talking to you all about what inspires me. That just gets me going. Yeah, a lot of these tunes are new or ones that I don't play out often. So, yeah. Yeah, all right. I wanted to play this song really quickly, but now I can't remember it. I don't know. You'll get it next week. You will. Okay. I love this song.
I'm not ashamed to do the Lord's work. He says vengeance is his, but I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna handle my business in the name of the Lord. If he made you cry, oh, I gotta know. If he's not ready to die, he must prepare for it. 'Cause my judgment's divine. I'll tell you who you could call. So you better call the police, call the coroner, call up your priest, have them warn you. Won't be no peace till I find that fool. See who did that to you? Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Time to put your hands up. Time for surrender. I'm a vigilante, my love's defender. You're a wanted man, and everybody here knows. They know you better call the police, call the coroner, call of your priest. Have them warn you, won't be no peace till I find that fool. See who did that to you? Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Now I don't take pleasure in a man's pain, but my wrath will come down like the cold rain, and there will be no shelter, no place you can go. Call the police, call the coroner, call up your priest, have them warn you, won't be no peace till I find that fool. See who did that to you? See who did that to you? Said who did that to you? Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Said who did that to you?
Now that song is a John Legend tune, and it plays in the background in Django Unchained. Spoiler alert, it's a movie that's several years old. You should have seen it now if you were going to see it. But after Django gets out of the cage, he, blows up the Dutch gentleman, steals their horses, and rides back to the big house to, free his lady love. And the song plays, "Who did that to you?" And he's riding on the horse, and he's got the shotgun in the air, and it's just I love that scene. And also I love this whole idea of some black male outrage for, how black women are treated. Like that, of course, makes me all excited. All right. Okay. Here's one that I'm sure that you guys are all familiar with. I think that we've got to see that a riot is the language of the unheard. And that was an interview with Mike Wallace in 1966. So, we're Americans. We had a whole summer 2020 riot season. And then, a couple of a week ago, last week, we had a mob of people attack our Capitol. And I feel all kinds of feelings about that. But, obviously these folk are feeling unheard. Sometimes you want to be heard and you need to be heard. And sometimes you want to be heard and it's not your turn and you need to be quiet. But that's fine. Everybody's different. Everybody learns at different rates. Yeah. So what's this next song I've got? Oh, all right. So Jeff Tweedy from the Wilco, whom I love, put out a record with Mavis Staples, whom I love. And because I opened for her last year around this time, it's time to do this song. I discovered this song when I was working with Aya, this wonderful woman who is a theater person. We did a multi-culti event at Tacoma Little Theater where we got a bunch of the accounts of our Japanese siblings here that were interned during the Japanese internment. and all up and down the West Coast. There's a charity that Aya went through to get some of those transcripts, and then she went and wove it together with some music that I was privileged to do with a friend of mine named Heidi Stormer. And this is one of the songs that we put in that show that we put together. It's called You're Not Alone, and it just it makes me feel good to play.
You're not alone, I'm with you, I'm lonely too. What's that song? Can't be sung. By two. Broken home, broken heart, isolated and afraid. Open up, this is a raid. I wanna get through to you. You're not alone. You're not alone. Every night I stand in your place. Every tear on every face tastes the same, the same. A broken dream, a broken heart, isolated and afraid. Open up, this is a raid. I wanna get through to you. You're not alone. An open hand, an open heart. There's no need to be afraid. Open up, this is a raid. I wanna get through to you. You're not alone. I wanna get through to you. You're not alone. I wanna get through to you. You're not alone.
That song is so good. I love that song. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to program tonight. And next week, please tune in next week because we're going to do a blues show next week with all of my favorite blues tunes. Thank you. Oh, 2 weeks? Oh, sorry, 2 weeks. February 1st. February 1st, the first day of, you guessed it, Black History Month. Oh. All right. Ooh, okay, this song. Yeah. Woo. So this song is, let's do the quote first and then we'll do the song. Of all the forms of inequality, injustice in health is the most shocking and inhumane. And that's MLK's speech at the Convention of the Medical Committee for Human Rights, 1966. So even in 1966, we were talking about the inequality in healthcare. And now here we are back to a place in America where women in the childbirth are more likely to die in childbirth than a lot of our mothers. And, that's shameful. As Americans, I believe that we can do better. Hello, Scout, out and about. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this song is originally by Sweet Honey in the Rock. Please check them out. Sweet Honey in the Rock. They are a choir of Black women that sing together, and let me tell you, it feels healing to listen to their voices combine. So I challenge you to get out and listen to some Sweet Honey in the Rock. This cover is lovingly stolen from Emily Elbert. She's an incredible guitar player and sings with incredible femmes as well. So check out her record, which this song is on. It's called Ella's Song.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons, is just important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hands of the young who dare to run against the storm. To me, young people come first. They have the courage where we fail. And if I can but shed some light as they carry us through the gale, struggling myself don't mean a whole lot. I come to realize teaching others to stand up and fight's the only way my struggle survives. I'm a person who speaks in a voice, and I must be heard. At times I can be quite difficult. I bow to no man's word. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Not needing to clutch for power, not needing the light just to shine on me. I need to be one of the number who dare to stand against tyranny. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. I love that song. Ooh, there's a lot of really good protest music out right now.
Janelle Monáe and Black Wonderland, they have a great song called Say His Name. I really, encourage you to get out and bang that song. That one's good. That Emily Elbert record is really, really good. So yeah, get out there and hear some protest music. It's everywhere. All right. Okay, that's the last one on that page. So I was gonna do this one. If I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can help somebody with a word or a song, if I can help somebody while I'm singing this song, then my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. That tune is called My Living Shall Not Be in Vain, and it, I believe, is the last spiritual that Dr. King quoted in the last speech he gave before he was assassinated. And it was sang 2 weeks later by Mahalia Jackson at his funeral. So I really encourage you. The history is so alive, and there was so much recording. You can go and get a lot of this stuff. You can listen to Fannie Lou Hamer talk to you. You can listen to MLK talk to you. You can, listen. You can have that feeling like you're in the room. You can be empowered by some of these prophetic words. You can educate yourself and give yourself a little more context for who we are as a country and where we are in the history of ourselves. So I love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your fambos. Keep my fambo in your thoughts and prayers. Big shout out to Emergency Bandcast System. Thank you so much for making everything look great. And please join us on the Patreon because there may be some kind of recording that we get of this performance that you may get to keep for yourself if you are, in fact, a Patreon subscriber. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Good night.